right, so should President Trump sit down for an interview with the special counsel, Robert Mueller? Joining us now with reaction, President Trump's attorney, Jay Sekulow. Jay, great to see you. I just asked the very same question of Greg Jarrett and Judge Pirro and every other attorney, Joe DeGeneva I've talked to. Almost every attorney is universal in saying absolutely not. Can you give us an update?
Sure. Well, the first thing is, look, you've got to start with this proposition. The depth of corruption that led to this investigation and that, frankly, continues to permeate this investigation is unprecedented. So you have to start with that. You mentioned in the earlier segment the irregularities, and that's being kind, of what took place here. So you have to start with the question of whether the president would sit for an interview with the proposition, is there a constitutional basis upon which that interview can take place? Now, frankly, it is the position of the legal team, and it's been pretty clear on this in the last couple of weeks, that our position is that there is not a constitutional basis to move an interview forward. And what I mean by that is the Article 2 power of the presidency is very clear. And the idea that you would have a series of questions involving the president's motives for particular actions as it relates to Article 2 power would frankly be inappropriate in our view, unconstitutional. So then you ask yourself, does that answer the question? Well, look, the president has stated that he wants to do an interview. I will tell you the position of the legal team is that we do not advise that. However, there continues to be ongoing discussions and dialogue with the Office of Special Counsel to see if there is something that can be worked out that we would be comfortable with. Short of that, the answer, of course, is no. But if ultimately the one that makes that determination, though, the lawyers can advise, is the President of the United States. So he will make that decision, obviously, in consultation with his legal team.
But Jay, I know you as an attorney, and by the way, you have been my counsel. But my question, if you told me absolutely not, I don't think you would appreciate or accept me saying I'm going to do it anyway. That's my, I've known you for 20 years.
You know what, though? I understand that, Sean, but you're not the President of the United States. So there's a different calculus that goes on there for him.
We know that.
Look, clearly, our inclination, clearly, the inclination is no. And I could put 100 lawyers in the room, and 100 of them are going to say that. I make the joke when I'm talking to reporters that, if we put the president up for an interview, you're going to have 12 lawyers saying, I can't believe they did it. If you don't put the president up for an interview, those same 12 lawyers are going to say, what are they hiding? But if you look at the constitutional issues that are implicated by an interview, it's very serious. It raises very serious constitutional issues that go to the heart of, as you mentioned earlier, separation of powers, Article 2 authority. I've been saying that for a year, and nothing's changed in that regard. Ultimately, the decision's up to the president. We will give advice, but there are ongoing discussions to see if there could be something worked out here.
I look at the team that Mueller's put together. The president has tweeted about the team he's put together. I look at Andrew Weissman's atrocious record, including, putting innocent people in jail, overturned 9-0 in the Supreme Court, overturned 5-4 overturned in the Fifth Circuit, tens of thousands of people lose their job, withholding exculpatory